So let's start with the FPV monitor, 5.8 GHz, pretty easy to use, on and off button. This button here is to switch between the bands and channels. There are 4 bands and 32 channels. Pretty easy to attach. You just slide it in and it's ready to go, and you can attach the angle. Just in case you have your own monitor which is a bit smaller than this one, and you want to use your own monitor, what you can do, you can use the brackets which are here. Just slide them out and put your own monitor. Let's turn it on, and you can see that there is an OSD, inbuilt OSD, so we can get some basic information like the height, distance, battery's voltage of the transmitter and the drone, and the GPS. In regards to GPS, maximum GPS number is 12, so 12 GPS is the maximum, and the minimum to get the GPS function working, you should get 6 GPSs. Now when you first time bind your transmitter with the drone, you have to press this button here, return home button, and hold it, and after turn on the transmitter, and you will see that it says searching RF signal, and after that you have to turn on the drone. And this way the transmitter and the drone links safely. In addition, if you were to repeat exactly the same procedure each time, it would change the channel on the drone, because there is no way to change the channel directly on the drone. You need to use the transmitter. So we can check which channel we are on right now on FPV. Just quick short press of the takeoff, and one more time, and here we can see that the 5.8 GHz channel is 5880. Let's come back. Let's now power the battery off, turn it off, and let's repeat that. Okay, the signal is successful, they link, and let's come back, and now we can see that it changes to 5865. so this is how you switch the channel, change the channel on the drone itself. Alright, so there are 2 ways to turn the transmitter. The first way is just to turn this button here, to press this button here, and it is ready. However, if we are flying the drone for the first time, we would have to do it in a bit different way. First, we have to press the return home button and hold it, and after that turn on the transmitter, and we'll see this message here, searching RF signal, and after that we have to power the drone on. And we'll see that it establishes the connection. Now if we were to press take off button here very fast, we'll see that the OSD information changes here, and if we were to press it twice, we get to this section here where we can see the 2.4 connection signal number and 5.8 GHz channel number, which is 5845 right now. So how to change the channel on the drone itself? Well, we have to turn on the drone and then turn off the radio, and we have to repeat this process again. Hold return home button, turn on the radio, wait until the message appears, power on the battery, and the connection is successful. Let's press short press take off button twice, and now we can see that 5.8 gigahertz channel changed to 5825. So this is how you switch the channel on the drone. On the transmitter, it's enough to press this button here. So first, how we have to link the transmitter with the drone for the first time. For the first time you get the drone out of the box. First, what you have to do, you have to put the battery into the drone, which is already here. And after, we have to turn the drone, and this is how we do. We press return home button, hold it, and after that we press turn on off button. And after a few seconds we'll see this message saying searching RF signal. After that we have to turn on the battery on the drone, hold it longer until you can see the lights, all lights are on. Alright, and after a few seconds we'll see that the connection is already successfully established here. And if we were to press take off button once very fast, the OSD turns and we can see different information. And if we press it one more time, we see this screen here. One is SN signal number, and another is 5.8 gigahertz channel number, which is 5765. So if we want to switch between the channels on the screen, it is pretty easy. As I mentioned before, we just press this button here. But if we would like to switch the channel on the drone, we would have to turn off the drone again, long press, turn off the transmitter, and again we repeat the procedure. We press this button here, return home, turn on the drone, turn on the radio, searching RF signal, great. Again we power the battery on, long press, great. Again the signal is established, press twice, turn take off button very fast, and we can see that the 5.8 gigahertz channel switches to 5745, and this is how you turn the channels on the drone. So first, how we have to link the transmitter with the drone for the first time. For the first time you get the drone out of the box. First, what you have to do, you have to put the battery into the drone, which is already here. And after, we have to turn the drone, and this is how we do. We press return home button, hold it, and after that we press turn on off button. And after a few seconds we'll see this message saying searching RF signal. After that we have to turn on the battery on the drone, hold it longer until you can see the lights, all lights are on. Alright, and after a few seconds we'll see that the connection is already successfully established here. And if we were to press take off button once very fast, the OSD turns, and we can see different information. And if we press it one more time, we see this screen here. One is SN signal number, and another is 5.8 gigahertz channel number, which is 5765. So if we want to switch between the channels on the screen, it is pretty easy. As I mentioned before, we just press this button here. But if we would like to switch the channel on the drone, we would have to turn off the drone again, long press, turn off the transmitter, and again we repeat the procedure. We press this button here, return home, turn on the drone, turn on the radio, searching RF signal, great. Again we power the battery on, long press, great. Again the signal is established, press twice, turn take off button very fast, and we can see that the 5.8 GHz channel switches to 5745, and this is how you turn the channels on the drone. To switch from left-handed throttle to right-handed throttle, you have to press and hold right-handed throttle, and after that turn on the transmitter, and the transmitter will switch to right-handed throttle automatically. If we switch the transmitter off and switch it back on, and go back again to the left-handed throttle. In regards to the drone itself, pretty small in size, weighs less than 250 grams. So this is good news for anyone who lives in the United States. You can see the camera in the front, and we can adjust an angle as well. And here we can see the micro SD card slot. The card is already here. It is 8 GB card. It comes in a package, so we just slide it and it's there. The landing gear can be removed pretty easy. It just pops out. You have to press this this buttons here, and it pops out. Pretty easy to install it back too. And it is ready to fly. Now the battery, you can see here there is a power switch, and if we press it short, we can see how much power is left. After some time this lights disappear after a few seconds. In order to turn on the battery and turn it off, we have to press and hold this button for about 4 to 5, 6 seconds until we see that the lights are coming on. So pretty easy to install, no more wires. So the battery is in. Let's press this button and hold it for a few seconds until we see the lights coming on. The lights are on and it's ready. Now how to calibrate the compass. First we have to turn on the transmitter, then power on the battery. After we wait until the connection is established, as we can see here, the connection is established, and then we have to press mode button constantly for about 10 times until we see the message. And the message says calibrate compass, rotate horizontally. So we have to rotate horizontally until the message changes to rotate vertical. And we have to do it until that message disappears. And the message disappeared, and the compass is calibrated successfully. We recommend to switch the battery off and switch off the transmitter and power all the system one more time, and it is ready to fly. And now it is ready to fly. Alright, now our system is on, the drone is on, and the transmitter is on. Now we have to calibrate the compass, so all we have to do is to press mode button very fast for about 10 to 15 times until we see the message on the screen. And the message says calibrate compass, rotate horizontal. So now we have to rotate it horizontally until the message changes to rotate that vertical, and it's changed. So now we rotate vertically, and we do it until the message disappears. Okay, the message disappeared. We have to put the drone back on the flat surface, power off the drone, power off the transmitter, and then power all the system one more time, and it is ready to go. So let's power that off, power the transmitter off. We do it one more time, on, then we power the drone. Alright, and it is ready to go. We can see that there is a connection between the drone and the transmitter, and now we are ready to fly. Another thing to mention here, there are two OSDs. One is 2.4, and then we have 5.8 OSD2, which is as well, which makes flying convenient if you were to use to wear the goggles. To mention one more thing here, there are two OSDs 2.4, which is here, and we have 5.8 GHz OSD, which you can see as well on 5.8 GHz screen, just in case you would like to wear goggles and fly with the goggles. And now we can start flying with one touch takeoff button. What we have to do, we have to press and hold it a bit longer, and the drone will take off. And now exactly the same way we can land the drone. All we have to do is to press this button here, the landing button, one touch landing, and hold it for longer, and the drone will ascend. Now about the one touch takeoff button, you should be very careful where you're flying, because if you were to use this function here, it doesn't matter in altitude hold, mode or GPS mode, it will take off, the drone will take off and hover at around 3 meters above the ground. There is one more pretty interesting feature here. If we were to fly in a C mode, which is circle around mode, what we can do, we can as well expand the radius of the circle or make it smaller by moving the directional stick to the left or right. If we were to move the directional stick to the left, the radius will get smaller, so the circle will get smaller. If we want to increase the radius, all we have to do to move the directional stick to the right, and the circle will expand. To take the picture, we have to press this button here, picture and video button, once, and it will take the picture. If we were to hold it for a bit longer, it will start recording the video, and we can see that the recording sign appears here on 5.8 gigahertz screen, and exactly the same way to stop. Long press and it stops. Right now it is in GPS mode. Let's press return home button. And the drone will return back.